there is, like Eric said, a huge disconnect. If you aren't meeting us where we are, we're not hearing you. You have to be in a constant state of evolution and finding out what the next Snapchat is, what the next Instagram is. It's really important, or you're going to be left behind.
And you're a marketing consultant.
Absolutely.
Okay, very interesting. So, Tim, you're an IT consultant.
Yeah. I mean,
all of you. Unspecified number of years ago. I don't want to insult anybody. When you were in fifth, when you were 5 and you started in the industry, so 20 years ago. So there you go.
I mean, and it's not that hard. Like, Apple just started using Twitter to field customer service, kind of issues, and that was huge news. I mean, that's maybe like, you look at Twitter, you go, oh man, I don't know, that's like a 10-year-old thing now. Like, that's not really that useful, but that was a huge deal. People were like, oh, I can tweet at Apple now, and I can get, I can get someone on the other end that's going to empathize with me and help me solve my problem.
And I personally am more likely to take to Twitter to complain, unfortunately, to brands, and I get a much faster response. And Verizon actually has a VZW Help and a VZ Help, and their staff, we have social listening rooms, happy to give our partners tours of that. But I think what you guys are bringing out is this authenticness. But more importantly, just, one I didn't ask when we were upstairs, but I think listening to you, I want to. So just one or two folks, how do you feel when no one answers you? When you go on and you leave a comment or you ask for help?
There's no excuse.
Yeah.
There's no excuse. There's go ahead.
Oh, go ahead.
There's so many mediums to communicate these days. There's so many different access points for customers to reach you. And if you're not utilizing those access points, you're immediately losing customers forever. I think people are way more apt to share a complaint that they have with a company than they are to share like a positive experience. And if you're not capitalizing on that communication, you're doing way more harm than good.
So listening is important, I think, for companies because it's a double benefit. I mean, you're listening and you're hearing trends, and then at the same time, if you're listening and responding to your customers, that makes them feel cared about. And I think that's the end result, is for the customer to really feel like you care and you're in it together.
I love that. And this is something that every company that we have in for an executive briefing comes in and talks about. They no longer trust their CIO. Their CMO is making a lot of the purchasing decisions around digital. They want to come in with the C-level executives, whether it's a small firm or a big firm. They want to sit around a table and talk about this. So this isn't just a consumer millennial saying this. Most enterprises, corporate and medium businesses, and even the government is saying we have to figure out how to get this technology to be interoperable and work for our firm. And that's where you guys have to be at the table and being able to demonstrate some of this stuff, in my opinion.